Hi, I'm Claude.
And I'm Clinton, and we're the Lamest Offenders. On today's episode, we review Hawkeye Episode 4. Does it raise more questions than it answers? Bullseye. Hiya, Thanos. We're the Lamest Offenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com. Hi, welcome back. So this episode picks up right after the episode 3 where they're in Kate's mom's apartment, penthouse, and
looking at her dirty undies.
Yeah, Jack has the Ronin sword right through his throat, and it's just basically an understanding. Sorry, they come to an understanding between the mom and Hawkeye. That's like the biggest take from this conversation. It's just like, hey, I've lost my husband. She's lost her father. I can't lose Kate.
Right.
Leave her alone.
No more secret missions.
Get her out of this immediately. So and
Hawkeye's like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, fine. I don't want her there.
Yeah. In the shower.
So it works out so well. But he, as he's leaving, he's able to get his sword back. He kind of like does a little sleight of hand and takes it away from Jack. And the mom makes a very mysterious call. We don't know to whom, but she says, I need your help. Call me when you can, or something.
Yeah.
Get back to me.
And we think it's old cue ball.
Yeah, I think it's Fisk. I think it's
thick boy.
Because she's a very powerful family, or she comes from a very powerful family. Maybe she used some dirty money to get to that point. So I think she might be calling her a favor, or maybe she needs him for a favor or something like that. So it could be kind of cool. I'm interested to see where that goes. Basically, the underlying plot for the first half is basically like, Kate, stay away from Clint. Just don't go near him. Just let him handle this. That's it.
And she's like, oh my God, no, I'm not doing it.
So she goes to the her aunt's apartment where Clint is staying, and then Clint's got like daiquiris all over.
Yeah, those cheap ones you see at Walmart, like the pre-mix. You just have to add, like, freeze them.
Yeah, then she brings over some Christmas movies, pizza dog, pizza.
He eats a little. Here's another highlight for this episode. Yeah. Pizza Dog actually does a little drive-by on the Cheez-Its.
Yeah, he does.
Man, that just melt my heart.
So Kate brings over like a stack of Christmas movies, and then she writes. They're trying to, but I like this scene too because they're celebrating Christmas, but they're also formalizing a plan formalizing a plan, right. And it's like writing on this white Christmas poster or white poster, like, well, we got Ronan here and Sloan here and blah blah blah. And he goes, "Is that dry erase?" No.
Yeah.
So just cute little touches.
It's kind of cool too because then they discuss Ronan and the history where Kate eventually makes him admit that, like without admitting he was Ronan. And then it was also cool because it kind of felt like Natasha kind of got that send off she deserved, where Kate Bishop is kind of like, because they're probably drunk off those cheap daiquiris. And she's like, "What's the best shot you ever took?" And he's like, "Well, it was the one I never took."
Yeah.
And it kind of goes in that backstory of him sent to kill her, Natasha, and he knew that she wanted out. And I thought that was really cool. That was more than any of the movies did. So.
This episode has done more with Hawkeye than this episode alone has done more with Hawkeye's backstory than like all the movies combined.
Age of Ultron tried
so
and
aggravating,
failed, but
it's so aggravating. So Hawkeye makes a plan to get his Rolex back, or I'm sorry, I assume it's his Rolex. I'm not sure whose it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's Tony Stanks, but at the same time, he wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably have a way better watch than that. But pathetic. Not that Rolex is bad. I'm just saying.
No, it's pathetic. They don't sponsor us, so it's pathetic.
It's to Tissot all the way. But anyway, no. So you're trying to get his Rolex back, and so they formulate this plan to break into this apartment where they tracked it down because it has a transponder on it. So it's like, great, awesome. So through this great, like Hawkeye's explaining the plan to Kate, and Kate's like, great, awesome. And then he's telling her why she can't do it and everything else. Then all of a sudden, the camera just pans over. Kate's gone. She's
in traffic walking across the street.
She's helping some old man with his groceries, and he's talking on the elevator. He's like, "Excuse me." He's like, "Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to an Avenger." And
he's like, "Give me the groceries."
This is my stop. Yeah. So,
and then she eventually gets to this apartment door, and like it showed in episode 1, she can pick locks, but this was really freaking fast. I don't know if it's like an Avenger lockpick or something.
I was assuming the door was unlocked. Honestly, it was so fast. It's just like, okay.
And then she's going through all the undies, and then she's trying to find this watch. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but finding a watch in a house would be really hard.
Yeah, but I did like when she walked into the room, she like these strobe lights were going off.
Yeah.
and she used the putty arrow to silence or cover him up. And
Hawkeye was like, "What are those?" Yeah. And she's like, "I don't know, some flashing lights."
Strobe lights. It's like, oh, that's weird. Huh.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. So she finds a watch and a notebook that has Clint Barton, Laura Barton, and some of their kids. So this person
like a hit list. It was like a 4-year-old man.
Yeah.
I hate this person, that person, that person.
Like MacGruber's notebook. But it had. But he's like, all right, get out of there right now. Like, you're done. Like, this is compromised. We got to go.
Then you hear him kind of grunting in the background. He's fighting. And he's like, oh, not God, it's Maya Lopez. Like, it's Echo. And then she's like, no, it's not, because Maya Lopez is fighting her. And then you're like, whoa, what's going on in the roof that Hawkeye's on?
So we have this fight scene between Echo, unknown assailant, Splinter Cell, Hawkeye, and Kate Bishop. And then we find out that it is actually Yelena.
From Black
Widow. And she finally found her mark, I guess. Yeah. So
catch this hawk in cage. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but it was like it's cool that she's there, but I also don't want her there.
No,
like I don't know. I just
if they would have made her the lead villain and not have Echo, that would have been better, because it kind of like make you believe, like at the end of Black Widow, that she is going after Hawkeye. She would have been the villain, and there was leaked shots where everyone thought it was a woman in Ronin costume. It turns out that was Kate Bishop. That you thought that would be Yelena.
Oh, sure.
And I thought that would have been cooler. And then this just feels kind of tacked on. It reminds me a lot of Mandalorian season 2, where it was so much fan service and so much stuff from other movies that I was just like, I want this to be more of a contained product, and that it doesn't feel like that now.
Yeah, and then Maya gets shot in the shoulder with an arrow, and she
just
like, I know, she's like, okay. She just retreats. So it's just like, no, that's a smart move.
Yeah,
and
she got Boromir. Yeah, she was out of there.
Then Kate decides to try to shoot an arrow at Yelena, and she just like shakes her head no.
Yeah,
she just like smoke bombs out. She obviously she uses like the grappling hook and jumps off the roof.
I just thought it was so stupid because so. At the end of Black Widow, she's led to believe that Hawkeye was the one that killed Black Widow, Natasha, which, you know that's good motivation. It was the only family she had, so she wants to kill Hawkeye. She had him dead to rights. And then she just like shocks him, and she's like, bye. And I was like, what was the point of that? Like, is it going to be revealed that she's like, oh, Hawkeye's not that bad of a guy?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it kind of feels like a mess, and there's only 2 episodes left, and this is where I'm starting to get worried, because it's a Disney Plus show, and they never stick the landings.
No.
Yeah. Loki did, but everything else didn't, so it doesn't have a track record that's very positive.
Yeah. I mean, she is an intelligence agent. You think she would find out that, or maybe know somehow, like through stories of people, that Clint was going to name his daughter Natasha.
Yeah.
And it's like,
maybe,
so, I don't know.
Maybe she's only smart when she's mind controlled, or somebody else does all the for her.
Under her.
I don't know. She shouldn't be in the show, or they should have led with her being the villain, because right now her smash with Echo, having Kingpin, like foreshadows, it's just like, it's too much, like not enough. Like it's just, there's not enough time.
Yeah. Is this going to be like her? Is she gone after this? Like I have no idea what's going to happen. This actually felt more like a penultimate episode to me, like the second to last episode before a season was over.
Yeah.
So I guess 5 and 6 are just going to ratchet things up, which could be cool. I mean, we got a lot of great character moments in this episode.
Yeah, just that ending it wasn't I don't know. As someone that likes entertainment and a big Marvel fan at the same time, I want it to be good, and then it reminds me of the Disney Star Wars crap.
Yeah.
Where it just relies on other things from different products to throw in here. And this show is doing good by itself.
Yeah.
It didn't need that.
It didn't. So. No, I completely agree with you on that. And then, like, basically the episode ends with Hawkeye telling Kate, like, we're done here. We're not partners. Go home.
Because
he's trying to, like, be more...
He's like, with Yelena showing up, it just ratcheted the danger way more. And he's like, hey, they sent a Black Widow, so it's serious business. Like, get out of here. Yeah. She's like, no. And he's like... Yeah. So with that being said, what would you give this?
I really love this episode up until the Yelena thing. So I'm going to give it a 9.
A 9.
I really enjoyed it. Like that's it. I love the character stuff so much up until that point. And I'm not trying to punish it too much for that, but it's just like, I
know.
So but we'll see. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, I mean, I love the character of Yelena, but I just feel like she should either led with her from the beginning or have a longer show where it has more episodes to kind of flesh that out, because she doesn't deserve to be rushed.
No,
kind of like Winter Soldier and Falcon, like they were rushed, and that's what I fear, but we'll see. I would have rather seen her in her own movie or her own show. That being said, I'm with you. Everything at the end kind of just tainted it just a little bit, but everything else before that was great, so I'd give it an 8.5.
Okay, yeah. Maybe this should have been 8 episodes, not 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. It needs more. It needs more time, which is something I never thought I would say about a Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
It's pretty great so far, yeah. So just please stick the landing, please.
Yeah.
Just 2 more episodes to go.
Right.
Make this work.
Well, that's our review for episode 4 for Hawkeye. Catch us next week for episode 5, where the Fat Boy is finally revealed, supposedly. And then also the big nut of the entire MCU for me, and probably Clinton, if rumors are to be believed that certain people are in this movie, is Spider-Man No Way Home. So catch us next week for that review. We're excited.
Thanks so much. Stay lame.
Bye!